Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Today on The Young and the Restless, Claire works to convince Jordan she misses her. Adam guesses Billy's agenda, and Chelsea gives Adam her answer about moving in. All products and services featured are independently chosen by editors. However, Soaps.com may receive a commission on orders placed through its retail links, and the retailer may receive certain auditable data for accounting purposes. At Society, Adam orders a scotch just as Sally walks in. He waves her over, and she joins him after pausing. He notes she had to think about whether she'd stay. He wonders if she'd have walked away if he hadn't seen her. She says they'll never know. Adam thinks they already do. He asks if she'll ever see him and not feel she has to turn away. Sally honestly doesn't know. It's complicated, and there's no way to predict if it will always feel that way. They'll have to wait and see. Adam tells Sally it's not her job to fix the situation he caused. He asks if he should leave. Sally says it's not like that. Adam grumbles about screwing up. Sally says what happened between him and Chelsea wasn't a complete mistake or a drunken accident. There's history there, and a lot of love. Adam says they had history and love, and a child he thinks about every day. Sally tells him Ava will always be in their hearts. But they are done. He and Chelsea will give their relationship another chance. Adam says they did that over and over, but it never worked. He complains about her pushing him toward Chelsea, and says he wanted it to work with Sally. She wonders if he's asking if she wishes things were different. Sally tells Adam that he and Chelsea should be together for Connor's sake. Why are you fighting the one thing that can make you all happy? Adam says he has accepted that things are over between him and Sally. No one should hold her back. She deserves whatever she wants. Sally says she's getting there. Adam agrees that he, Connor, and Chelsea should be a family. The focus is Connor, and they're trying to support him. There is probably something that you should hear from me. He tells her he's asked Chelsea to move into the ranch house with him and Connor. He asks about her and Billy, but she isn't up for discussing it with him. Adam asks about work. She says it's wonderful and busy. Billy and I are both driven and focused. She has her passions and obsessions, and he has his. Adam asks what obsession Billy has now. At Crimson Lights, Chelsea runs into Billy and thanks him for texting with Connor. Billy says he's his buddy. She asks how he's been since she saw him earlier. Billy thought about her advice to let go of the Victor and Chancellor thing. It's good advice. She's so glad. Billy clarifies that it's probably the right thing to do, but unfortunately, he can't follow it. He's unable to walk away from Catherine's company and the satisfaction of watching Victor's face when he knows he's lost. Billy won't stop until he's won. I have it handled. Chelsea admires his confidence. Billy senses she has a lot on her plate. Chelsea says it's a long story. He sees she doesn't want to tell him. Okay, now you have to tell me. Chelsea tells Billy it's not a good topic for them, so he guesses it's about Adam. She says he's moving to the old ranch house, so Connor will be spending half his time there as well. They've asked her to move in. Billy makes a face, and she says, I knew it. Billy asks how Connor feels about it. She says he wants her there and she can understand that. Chelsea feels weird talking to him about this. Billy admits it makes sense for Connor to have his parents under the same roof. She hasn't said yes yet, but she plans to. Billy appreciates not having to find out from Adam with his smug smile. He asked her to be careful. Adam will manipulate her before she unpacks her bags. He's going to milk this. He'll slip an engagement ring on her finger while she's sleeping and send out invitations. Chelsea insists she and Adam aren't done. But Connor needs continuity, and she'll do anything for him. Billy assures her he's a strong boy and will handle this just fine. What about you? Chelsea will be fine. Billy nods. Yeah, you will. He admits he sometimes thinks what happened in Baltimore was what she really wanted, to be with Adam in that way. Maybe you just haven't seen that yet. At the park, Claire gawps at Jordan, who tells her that her instincts are still sharp. I taught you so well. Claire says she called the prison, and they assured her nothing had changed. Jordan smirks that just shows you what they don't know. You wouldn't come to me, so I came to you. Surprise, Claire asks, how are you here? Jordan says no prison can hold her. Someone else is getting her 3 hots and a cot. Claire muses that it's been so long since they've seen each other. Jordan says she's been keeping her eye on her. Claire muses that Jordan is smart and sees right through people. She knows exactly what to say and do to get what she wants. Jordan makes a crack about her grandparents, and Claire turns wistful. Jordan asks if there is trouble in paradise. Claire tells her she's lost there. Sometimes she's in a room with the Newmans, and it's like she is watching herself from a distance. Aunt Jordan, they do such horrible things. Jordan croons, "Honey, I told you who they were." Claire says she didn't listen, and now she's more alone than ever. Jordan tells her she doesn't look lost. She has a new family, a new life, new clothes. It's like their life together never existed. Claire says she's playing along because she has no other choice. Jordan asks why she needs these people. Claire reminds her she taught her to exploit people to get by. It's not easy, especially not now with her there. She mocks Nikki and Victor for getting sick of one of their mansions and building another one. Jordan asks if she remembers the vicious things she said to her at the prison. Claire had just found out that the parents she thought had abandoned her were patient and kind. It's not that simple though. They treat everyone and everything like they don't matter. I've seen who they really are. Maybe you were protecting me all along. Jordan sighs. I have waited weeks, days, months to hear these words. She walked the prison yards wondering if Claire understood and knew. She kept hoping that she was feeling remorse and wanting vengeance and their life back together. Jordan realized that she never once called her, wrote her, or visited her. Did you? She would still be in that cell if not for a little gumption and ingenuity. She asks, have you really seen the light? Claire complains about the Newmans' test of loyalty. If you're not in the inner circle, they'll burn you to the ground. Jordan asks if she'll run off and put out an APB on her. Claire won't let them hunt her. Who knows what Victor would do? He's a sick bastard. You're the only person I ever should have trusted. Claire tells Jordan, you can trust me too. Claire assures Jordan she's not trying to trap her. Why would she come there alone? Jordan thinks maybe she wanted to make sure it was her before she sounded the alarm. Claire says, or when I saw you, I realized I've been waiting for this. She asks what Jordan meant when she said she came back for her. Jordan says she may have come back for her child, for a second chance. Claire thinks she may have come to make her pay for abandoning her. Which one is it? Jordan says it's up to her. At society, Adam guesses that Billy's passion is Chancellor and asks Sally if he's planning to go after Victor, or maybe him and Newman Media. Sally tells Adam he thinks about Billy more than he does about him. She hints that her boyfriend is miserable, so Adam assumes he's planning to go for the jugular. Sally tells Adam she doesn't want to be in the same room with him when he's like this. He causes so much damage, and then gets annoyed at the fallout. Adam wants her to tell him more about this fallout. At Crimson Lights, Chelsea asks Billy how he's so kind and understanding after what happened. Billy's not up for sainthood. He tells her he wouldn't take back any of their time together. But it ended, and there's no going back. Chelsea will never forgive herself. She wipes a tear as he assures her that they'll be ok. She thanks him for listening, and for being him. Billy says, don't let him tell you what you think. Be careful. In the park, Claire tells Jordan she can't trust the Newmans. Jordan snarks that there's always the Abbotts. Claire says Kyle's the only person she can be herself with. He knows the Newmans aren't perfect. Jordan thinks that sounds like love. Claire says they're not there yet, and she doesn't even know if that's possible. She was the nanny. Is she even worthy of being with an Abbott? Jordan gasps, good God. She reminds Claire that Cole crossed the pond to be her girl dad. So tell me how you don't fit in with Victoria and Cole. Sally arrives at the coffee house to meet Billy after Chelsea's gone. They kiss and embrace. He asks if she's ok. She says sure, but admits she ran into Adam. Billy guesses he was his usual charming self. Sally sighs. It's just awkward. She reveals he started asking questions about them. Sally admits she dropped her guard for 1 second and he started speculating about Billy's plans. Billy's not surprised. Sally says Adam thinks Billy is going after him and Victor. Billy snarks. All roads lead to Adam. Sally's sure her ex will try and confront Billy now, and she's sorry about that. Sally hopes Billy's not upset with her. He's not. If Adam thinks he's coming after him, then so be it. He won't lie to her, and she doesn't have to second guess what he says. Sally says it helps to hear that. Billy thinks he should let Adam sweat. Sally knows Billy won't back down. She thinks it's better if she doesn't know his plan. Billy will only say the only way to get to the big man is through his family. Chelsea meets Adam at society, and they talk about Connor spending time with Johnny and Katie to ease him into living on the ranch. It makes her heart happy. Adam says the change in location makes sense for a lot of reasons. He fishes for her answer. Chelsea says, the answer is yes. Connor will have both his mom and dad at his new home. Adam grins. She reminds him this is for Connor and warns him not to try and work an angle. Adam insists she doesn't have ulterior motives. Chelsea says, I mean it. Adam tells her this really is great though. In the park, Jordan thinks Claire is Victoria and Cole's angel. Claire says she's not really. She's not innocent or a child. She has memories they were never part of. She sees Victoria with Katie and Johnny, and she knows them, and they know her. She'll never have that with anyone but Jordan. Her aunt has tears running down her cheeks as Claire tells her that Victoria constantly tells her she's a Newman, but it doesn't make any sense. I don't think I can pretend anymore. Claire tears up and Jordan takes her in her arms and blubbers. Over her shoulder, Claire looks freaked out. Next on The Young and the Restless, Victor uncovers Ian's deception. Claire tells Nikki and Victoria about Jordan's return, and Phyllis presses Billy to come clean.